Well, he's running a little bit late. Wait a second. We're live. We're live. All right. Give it a second. We're live on all of them? Yep. Good deal. Okay. Because I don't see nobody but the YouTube crowd here so far. So.
That ain't showing nobody.
Yeah, there we go. All right. We got some people coming in now. All right, guys. We want to thank you for spending your Tuesday evening with us here at the show at Fish North Georgia. As always, we want to extend our deepest gratitude for you taking your precious time and watching us and letting us prognosticate. Did I use that word? I used that word the other night.
Are you trying to use big words every day?
I think I said I think I can't say it again.
Procrastinate
is the weight. Prognosticate is to talk fancy about something.
That's above my my pay grade.
Yeah. Above your pay. Well, anyway, we're going to prognosticate a little bit about some fishing tonight. And I think you'll enjoy it. We got a lot of stuff to go over. We're going to talk some electric only stuff. We're going to compare some of the big lakes to the smaller bodies of water that we fish. And got a special segment today called Name That Song with Blake Buchanan. And that's going to be taking place at least tonight for the question of the week. We'll see how this goes. And again, every one of you, good evening. What's up? If you're on Facebook, let's go ahead and put that link out there. Josh is getting ready to post the link right here. It's StreamYard.com/Facebook. And if you will click on that, it will tell us that Tim White's been talking about your beard already.
It's growing pretty quick.
And if you will hit StreamYard.com/Facebook, it will ask you to put your name in, and you will come up in our scroll there of comments. Will tell us what your name is. What's up, Carrie Bell?
Carrie, I got a project coming to you.
Okay, there you go, Carrie. See, I got you some work coming right here. All right, so you know who Carrie Bell is?
Yeah, he's the tree guy.
No, that's Josh Bell.
Oh.
Carrie Bell's 400 ink. 400 ink Dawsonville. So if you got any of your print stuff like that, he'll wrap your boat. He'll wrap your boat.
Y'all gonna give me a discount on that? I'm talking you, not them. You.
Why am I gonna give you a discount for Carrie Bell wrapping your boat?
You gonna pay for it?
No.
My boat
you ain't that good.
Boat's probably for sales.
Hey, look, he's waiting right there. He's waiting. Jeremiah Giles, not even 60 seconds in, and the mullet comments already.
It's coming back. My hair's growing a little quicker than I thought it was.
Jeremiah, listen, all you guys that watch Saturday night, everybody but Jeremiah, we're gonna lower the standards back a little bit tonight because that man brought some knowledge. We appreciate it, and we're gonna have him back on. Him and his father stayed till about 11 o'clock. Saturday night we sat and talked, so glad to get to know them too, and we do appreciate that. But tonight will be a little simpler show. But before we do anything else, let's take care of some business. I want to tell you that this episode is brought to you by State Farm and the Cassidy Agency. And again, guys, we talk about always talk about home and auto and stuff like that for insurance, but one thing we never think about is insuring our equipment, our boats, all the way down to your rod and reels. And Chase Epley with the Cassidy Agency has allowed us to give his name out. We want you guys to call him and get a quote. I think what I'm going to do, I was talking to Blake beforehand. I think I'm going to get a quote myself so that next time we have a show, I can just kind of give you an idea of what kind of things that you can do with that. So we never think about the amount of dollars we got in equipment. Good grief, if you're Jeremiah and you had a boat, he had $3,000 worth of swim baits here the other night. So, I mean, I assume that's
never enough swim baits.
Never enough swim baits?
Never.
Well, still, that's a lot of money for people to be doing it. So, anyway, guys, Chase Epley, you give him a call at 678-779-7269, or you can email him chase@CassidySF.com. And tell him the guys at Fish North Georgia sent you his way. And again, we appreciate State Farm and the Cassidy Agency for making this episode possible. So want to tell everybody my elite panel right here of guests and all that. So I'm going to start right here to my left with Father Time. Actually, Aaron Cole, he is the president of the Electric Elite. You doing all right tonight?
I'm doing good.
You doing good? All right. So he is here. We're going to talk about how good he did on Lanier. Ain't that what you said you want to talk about?
No,
you want to talk about that?
No.
But anyway, yeah, he is the president of the Elite and been around for a while. I'm not going to tell you how old he is, but he's been around for a while. Very good fisherman. Across from me, at an angle, is the one and only Blake, the mulletless Buchanan,
How long you gonna keep calling with that till it's
until it
back?
grows back, and then we shave it again for
Nah,
money.
I don't think we'll be shaving it again.
Huh?
Don't think we'll shave it again.
We'll go tattoo next time. Damn. Well, there you go. So we'll get her to do something for money. He's a good
Okay.
guy. But anyway, Blake is back. We missed you Saturday night.
Yeah.
You missed a good episode.
I called a little bit of it.
You did catch a little
Hanging
bit
out
of it,
with
but
my
it's just not the same without your sweetness here. So,
Oh,
and again, like I said, guys, we've got this. I got a fantastic thing that we're going to do tonight for instead of the question of the week. So it's going to be Blake. How do we want to really? What would be a good idea title? Poetic.
Blake's song segment.
Blake's poetic.
Poetic song.
Blake's poetic song segment.
you know, I screwed up the Blake's rants. I might be able to screw this up enough if we don't do it again.
Yeah, you did really. You wet the bed on that.
I'm gonna try to wet the bed on this, so I ain't got to do it again.
Well, anyway, so we'll do that. And across from me is Mr. Chris Gayton. Can we call you vice president of the Electric Elite? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Something like that?
How are you gonna let that mustache grow? I'm thinking
Man.
like handlebar. You know,
I can't.
Like
I
the
can't.
Ron
It's a
Jeremy?
work thing. I
Ron
can't.
Jeremy.
I can't.
Ron
I gotta
Jeremy
have all
porn
this
stash.
to be able to seal a face mask, or I would have a beard.
Oh,
Oh,
hell.
good grief. So,
Yeah.
Chris and Aaron are going to drop the knowledge tonight. Blake, you can ask some good questions. I'm just going to sit here and listen because I've got to fish against them in a couple of weeks. So, got a lot of stuff we're going to get to. A lot of you are tuning in because you want to hear about the qualifications for the elites, and we're going to get to that. But I'm going to make you wait a little bit like that. Can't give you the best stuff first. So, one thing we wanted to talk about, and I got to pull it up real quick, unless you guys got anything you want to hit before I hit about Dahlonega.
Go ahead.
All right. So I told Eli with Dahlonega John Boat Anglers that I was going to give his group out a shout out tonight. They actually fished Thompson Creek this past Saturday, and we wanted to give a congratulatory Fish North Georgia congratulations to Chase Bell and Andrew Brabham.
Yep.
All right. So they had a 5-fish limit with 12.65 pounds. They were fishing out of Thompson Creek. Aaron Bland and Jason Brown finished second with 12. Well, that's pretty close.
Jason Brabham.
No, but Aaron Bland and Jason
I'm
Brown
sorry.
come in second.
Andrew, yeah.
And now I know why
Okay.
Eli wanted me to give them a shout out. He finished third. So Eli self and Dylan self finished third right there. So Rick Carden and Jonathan Bowen fourth. We sold Jonathan to Elko. I
Yeah.
hope that Elko's doing good for you, Jonathan. But anyway, Thompson Creek. Opinions on Thompson Creek, Lake Lanier.
It's good certain times of the year.
Yeah.
Certain times of the year, it's real good.
Okay, well, what about right now?
I'd say it could be pretty
It's
tough.
If,
Pretty tough.
If you search, you can find them. I've been up in there past 2 times I went.
Right?
If it gets dirty,
If it gets
It's
dirty.
always
This
dirty.
time
What are
of
you
year.
talking about?
it's dirty for Lake Lanier standards. But I
We
mean, if it
talking
gets dirty, where
muddy?
muddy.
Yeah.
If it gets muddy this time of year, you can catch them.
Are we talking largemouth, though? I mean, we
Oh, yeah.
Mouse, spots, everything.
Well,
There's
we're-
some good spots up in there. They're few far in between. There's some good spots. I
Right.
caught one of my biggest spots, 5'4" up there
in Thompson Creek
on a jig
on a jig.
under
Okay.
a dock, and it was like 95 degrees.
Really?
Yeah, no shit. They're up there.
Okay. I believe you, son. I definitely going to believe you. But I would think that of all the creeks, Thompson Creek wouldn't be one most popular known for
Jet
You know.
skis.
Well, I mean, it's a tough creek to fish.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more of a main lake person.
I know
so I'm
you.
not-
I know you two like the main lake like that. So
South End.
largemouth are on the banks right now. That's definitely some stained water. I will tell you that I've had some, and if I'd have listened to them when the elites fished Lanier, I was told to go find the muddy water, and I was told a specific. I'm not lying. The man told me the color and where to throw it, and I didn't listen to him.
Pick up a crankbait,
Huh?
crawdad color, and just start cranking.
What's those things called? The Fritz. Those thin
The
narrow
frit sides,
Frit
those
sides.
the David
Yeah.
Fritz.
Frit side. So
Yeah.
he said, if you'll go throw Frit side in the crawl colors, the reddish, he goes, if you'll find that muddy water,
They'll
and
bite it.
they'll bite it. Well, what did I do? We went the wrong way, which is what we normally do right there. So, but anyway, we definitely want to give a shout out though, again, to Chase Bell and Andrew Brabham. And they were all spots. That's
Yep.
what you said, all
Yep.
spots. So that's a good sack for this time of year. That would have placed well in a lot of the tournaments right there. And that's electric only. So again, Dahlonega John Boat Anglers, Thompson Creek, and that was January 30th. So good club. If you guys are looking for a club to fish in the future, it's a great group of guys. You can never go wrong with the guys at Dahlonega. Just real nice guys. I mean,
Yeah.
You want to
Great
drop some
club.
dirt on them? They are good.
No.
They're good. Very good club. A lot of good. I tell you what, Aaron Bland and them. If you beat Aaron Bland and Jason Brown in a tournament, you've done something.
Yeah, man, they're hammers.
They are hammers everywhere they go. Especially what's that lake over there in East Hall? That's Cedar.
Cedar Creek.
My gosh, they'll win that just about every time they get on Cedar Creek. So,
Yep.
definitely good there. So, let's see, and just check a couple of John Long, get off my spot. So, let Ron Swinford right there. I ain't seen you in a couple episodes, buddy. Glad you're back. Fritz Side and Red, Demon DT6 Pro, Rock Crawler 55, MD, and Crawl Colors are all hot right now. They were not where Josh and I were throwing them. Actually, I took this. Let me. Hey, here's the Danny Pruitt advice of the night. Don't hit the dock cables with the Fritz crankbait. Second cast, I just shattered it. I did. I shattered, and I said, "It's shaky head from here on out, boys." So there we go. So, but anyway, so those are all good colors. But that is a Blake skipped the Truly, went straight to the water. Yes, he did, Stephen Barday. I tried to give him your drink.
Go get it.
Can you at least say thank you to the man? He came all the way up here Saturday.
Justin, go get that damn thing.
Would you get that for him so we can make
I appreciate
Stephen
it,
happy?
Stephen. You know, hey, we could be drinking some good stuff tonight, but Danny wants to be a damn sorry ass, take it home with him.
There's nothing sorry about it. I'm the boss.
But hey, this is a group podcast.
But you weren't even here.
Share it with the group. I'm here tonight.
Well, so if somebody shows up tonight, you can have some.
Who's coming by tonight?
Thanks again to Eric. It was Payne, right? Eric Payne? Josh, is that correct? I know his name was Eric, and I want to say Payne, and if I said it wrong, Eric, I'm sorry, but he fishes Nodley, lives in Alpharetta, so I know that, and he's got very good taste.
He came a ways up here.
Well, he was coming back from Nodley, and it was Maker's Mark 46. It was some
Nodley.
Yeah.
Nodley's up above LJ.
Nodley is up. Yeah, Nodley's up Young Harris way.
Then what's he coming all the way over here for, though? Just come by,
hang out? Come by and see us.
That's a good man right there.
That's right. Danny Pettijohn, how you doing, buddy? Let's get to talking a little bit about the what was the date for the elites on Lanier? We haven't had a chance to get you guys on
120
on the 20th.
Yep.
So the elites, pop that open for Barday, so he'll be happy. So Eric Payne, there we go. Eric Payne. I thought it was right. Well, do what now? Hey, I need you to do me something else there real quick. I need you to go get my phone because I've got another announcement I got to read off my phone before I forget. Someone take a White Claw up there tonight. Hey, listen.
That's staying right there, I think.
It's going to be right over there.
That's like drinking.
Truly? I mean, a White Claw and a Truly about the same thing, right?
Maybe if it wasn't seltzered, it'd be a little better. I hate seltzered stuff.
You'll be all right.
Well, give us your opinion. Everybody's out there watching. Your honest opinion on the Truly drink. Does it pass the Blake Buchanan taste test?
It don't taste like lemonade. It tastes more like oranges to me. But if it wasn't seltzered, I'd drink that.
I don't doubt it at all.
I'm just saying.
I don't doubt it at all.
I'm going to drink it anyway because that's all we got tonight.
Anyway,
so. Appreciate it, Barney.
Wanted to come when Knuckle Deep wasn't there. There you go. All right. So, we're gonna get off of that before we embarrass. Let's see, what was it? Jason Brown. My wife is a little upset. Y'all bragging on me and Aaron, and she was subbing for him Sunday. Whoa. Okay. So, Aaron was not fishing. Jason's wife was fishing.
Oh yeah, that's
that
right.
changes everything. Y'all couldn't tell me that.
I forgot. I forgot.
It wasn't what I looked at on there. It still showed.
Yeah, but there was a picture of them too.
Well,
gotcha.
Jason, I hope your wife's listening. We apologize. We were given bad information here. So, but that's awesome that any man can fish with his wife and be successful because mine would shoot me.
Yeah, I'd like to find a woman that can fish. That'd be nice.
There's a lot of women that can fish.
Few far in between, I reckon. My age.
Taylor and Patricia.
They had 28 pounds wherever they was at. Did they?
Yeah.
Picture?
Yeah.
They single?
Yeah.
No, that's a couple, buddy.
And they fish the
Taylor and
elites.
Patricia. That's
so. I hear that she put the smack down. Hey, listen. Clifford Wright, your Facebook profile is showing up. All right, here we go. We got to get this out of the way too, so we can get this stuff. Tatum Pruitt. Hello. You want to do this? Remember I told you the girls to say hello to? Can you do it, Blake?
Fish North Georgia hates women.
Yeah, my daughter said if we didn't do this, they were going to protest the show outside and have Fish North Georgia hates women. But shout out to Taylor Taylor. Oh my God, I'm in trouble.
Thank y'all
Tatum.
for tuning in.
Taylor's my oldest one.
Mm.
Shout out to Tatum. I love you, baby. Rosie, and I hope it's Victoria. I hope I said it right. So they are at Berry College in Rome. So if I said that wrong, please look. Girl power, Lauren Roberts right there. I told you she'd show up. Give Blake and O'Duels. Absolutely. She's all smiles now that y'all mentioned her. Well, listen, hey, that's a pretty good accomplishment, though. I guess women don't get enough.
Absolutely not.
They don't get enough credit for, and they probably can outfish and probably more patient than a lot of men out there anyway.
I think I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but there's supposed to be like a solo tournament this Sunday on, or maybe next. It's either this Sunday or next Sunday at Rocky. And Patricia's planning on fishing it by herself.
There you go. All right. So now she's an elite. So there you go. So we'll be rooting for her.
Absolutely.
And again, Jason, so Facebook user, don't say your son. That must be Trey at Young Harris. So all my kids are here. Trey, if you listened to your dad, you would have daggum hit the StreamYard.com link, and I would have known it was you. But that's all right. So,
hey, kid,
where's Patricia?
Yeah, there you go. So the He-Man
this
woman.
Sunday.
No, this Sunday. All right. So
good deal.
All right.
Good luck.
Definitely good luck. We will be pulling for you. And well, wouldn't that be awesome? She won right there.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. So
they're good people.
They are good people. Very good people. So again, Jason, tell your wife we are sorry. But I want to know now who caught the fish. I want to know who caught the fish. Well, she couldn't have done any worse than Josh and I did at Lanier when the elites were there, because we absolutely wet the bed, and because of the updated fixed standings, it does show that Josh and I are officially in last place right now.
What happened to all that shit talking? We're gonna go over and whoop everybody's ass.
Well, I go into everything I do confident. I just went home with my tail tucked between my legs a little bit.
Well, it's time to turn it around.
It is time to turn it around. So, but it was tough for everybody.
I'll tell you, man, I don't think I went into a tournament more confident. We had 2 excellent days of practice, and that cold front hit, and it absolutely killed our bite.
Yeah, and then y'all were main lake fishing, right?
We were.
Yeah, so you didn't go up the creeks, but you got on a main lake bite out there. Y'all had like right at 20, a little over 20 those 2 days of practice.
He's right. I had 2 days right at 20 pounds.
Right at 20. Yeah. And how deep? You ain't gonna tell us where you're fishing, but how deep was you really fishing? Come on.
It was actually a big variance. They were from 5 foot to 60 foot.
5 foot to 60 foot.
Yeah.
So you on ledges and stuff like that? Big. You ain't got to. I ain't got fish there against you anymore.
Ditches. We were catching some in ditches. We were catching some on the lips of ditches, and we were catching some in no water.
In no water.
Yeah.
Really?
Just jumping in the boat.
No, I mean there was a key to every bit of it. There was a key to every bit of it.
There was a key to every bit of it.
The fish weren't far apart, but they were in different stages of the water.
What do you think was the biggest difference, though, other than the? I mean, I know the weather played a part, but were you catching them? I mean, what part of your plan didn't work? Was it just something that just slowed everything?
The bait left.
Yeah,
the bait left.
The bait left.
Well, what do you do like where Josh and I went? We went up a creek and there was tons of bait, and we couldn't get anything to bite. You think stripers were pushing them up there like that?
No, I mean there was probably fish around. It's
you're just talking about our ability to catch them.
Now, no,
yes,
I'm not saying that.
100%. Yes.
What's up, Walton? Yeah, that's all right. Okay.
I mean, it's our bait disappeared. When I say disappeared, I think the fish relocated to a different zip code.
Right.
I mean, they were gone.
Right. Yep. Randy Geiger. I said Randy Geiger. It's been a long day. Listen, Michael Geiger and Randy. What's Randy's last name? Moore. Randy Moore. They won it with what? What was it? Right at 15?
14 something.
14 something.
Yeah.
And all largemouth.
Yep.
And that they went up the creek at Baldridge.
Yep.
To the stained water, where I was told to go throw the Fritz thing.
Flat side.
And I imagine they probably had some crank. I'm sold up, man. I wish I'd have done it. I could at least not finish last. But so anyway, but that is good. So, but a lot of teams struggled, and I think it kind of shows something with the elites a little bit, that when you go to a big main lake, and you put an electric only boat on a main lake, even though it's in the Marina Baldridge area, Mary Alice Parks, where we went out of. It presents some challenges. You can't just run all over the lake like normal.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, we dodged a big bullet with having bad weather. I mean, they were supposed to have a big boat show out of Ball Ridge Marina.
Right.
We found out about that the week of the tournament.
Right.
Which we were just going to, no matter what would have happened, we were going to fish.
Exactly.
But it could have been a lot
more
worse.
crowded in that thing like that. Yeah. So it was, but we saw a few bass boats, but it really wasn't. But the wind was blowing. So my goodness.
Yeah.
Last night.
That's like our two main places. I mean, we literally could not set on them.
Right.
Even with Spotlight.
Because it was that bad.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was just.
Which makes what Blake Yarder and Charlie Dick did, because they sat on that spot right outside the boat ramp, and they just.
Oh, yeah.
They must have had a great battery on their Spotlight. We were talking about that because, I mean, they go little variants, but, I mean, they had a lot of success right there. And I guess John Long did as well.
Yeah.
Right there in that area. But how far away did you run up Main Lake?
We run all the way to the main lake.
You were in the main lake. You got out of Bald Ridge, that creek, the whole creek.
Yeah, we went out to the mouth of the creek, right at the dam.
Okay. Did you see anybody else out there with you, or were y'all the only guys?
Who was out there?
I can't think of his name. Decked out John Boats.
Decked out.
Brett.
He came.
Brett.
That's right.
Brett came pretty much the last finger.
Right.
Out of the creek.
And then later in the day, we seen
John and Jack.
John and Jack.
Okay.
And we also seen Thomas and Ryan.
Gotcha.
Thomas
so there was a few went out there.
Yeah.
Too. Jonathan Farmer. It's not that it's harder. You have to be a little more patient fishing the spots. We can't just pull up on a brush pile, take 3 casts, and say they ain't there. Go. You got to work it.
You got to have a game plan as to what you're going to do.
It's
not just a run and gun. We don't have that capability.
No, we don't. And that's kind of one of the things that can help you or it can hurt you. We had a game plan. We went exactly where we wanted to go. And here's what's bad. We went way up in this creek, and the bait was in front of us. And if I'm not mistaken, Patricia and her partner sat right behind us, probably about 100 yards, and we're slaying them. So we went actually too far.
Yeah.
But our plan was to go all the way up. The bait was there, but the fish were all behind us. So, I mean, and then by that time, the wind had done got up, and we tried to get out into the middle of it. And it was just terrible.
I mean, we couldn't even mark fish. I mean, I don't know. We were using Panoptics trying to find fish. I mean, the fish that we caught, we seen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what was it? I made second cast.
Yeah.
And caught a 3-pounder. And we thought,
it's on.
Here it is.
You're right.
And it was 3 hours. And we got another bite.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not going to lie. We went to bed. I got 1, maybe 2 bites all day. Now, I caught the 1 bite I got, but it was it. And Josh might have got 1 or 2. Our plan.
Yeah, I had one at the boat, but.
Well, it was just one of them days. We guessed wrong. I want to take a second here before we get going too much further. I had promised that I would read this announcement. If I can find it, good grief. This shows how prepared I am with all this. So anyway, so Ron McQueen, I promised him I would do this with the Big Shanty Bass Masters down on Lake Allatoona. They came up and did a show with us probably about a couple months ago. He sent me this message, and I promised him that I would read this out to you guys, and I want to make sure that I keep my word to him. Last night, they had decided that they're going to start a kayak division. Okay, so they talked to Mr. Garcia last night, and I think he is with Georgia Bass Nation, the kayaks. And if I say that wrong, y'all please correct me with that. But during their monthly meeting, and got the ins and outs of starting one through Georgia Bass Nation. There you go, which we were already affiliated with. Could you announce tonight if anyone is interested in joining? Go to our website, BigShantyBassmasters.com. Fill out the new member form, or just call Ron at 985-788-2717. And it's just another avenue that they're going to use to grow their club. So they're going to add a kayak division to the Big Shanty Bassmasters. So I want to make sure that I got that out there. And could you imagine fishing for the kayak in that wind we was having that day?
You ain't.
I would have pulled up into somebody's dock and just sat there. But anyway, they got behind the bait. Yeah, I know, Chris. I know they were behind the bait, and we was in a bad spot. So actually, we were told that there was it would have, had it rained as much as was forecasted, that would have muddied up as well.
Yeah.
Because there's a section where there is a lake that a pond that overflows into it, and it stains up that area. And hey, look, it just didn't rain enough.
Man,
what are you laughing at?
It snowed on us all day.
I know
it didn't even rain. It snowed.
Sawed off little jerk was sitting there laughing at me right there. So,
Hey,
huh?
how much longer are you gonna make damn excuses?
I said we wet the bed.
Dude, you've said this y'all fished.
I
It's
bet,
over with.
listen,
You got a new tournament coming.
Rocky Mountain.
Drop Lanier.
All right. Yeah.
Get ready for the next one.
Well, can I blame Josh one more time?
I mean, he did lose a fish at the damn boat. Y'all
we might have finished what 19th.
Hell, I don't know. Maybe that would have been dead last.
So it doesn't
Quit you
matter.
bitching.
We had fun anyway like that. So again, Facebook user down there on the bottom, it says hello guys. Again, if you'll go to StreamYard.com/Facebook, that link, and it'll put your name in there, and we can give you a shout out. What's up, Mac Doyle? That's Mac with Mac Attack Heads. It was muddier the weekend before. So that's Tim White. Tim White was going to that spot too. Now, we didn't get the information from the same guy that Tim got it, but it was in the same area. I just want to, Tim, did y'all actually catch any fish once we had left that area, had vacated it? And I mean, be honest, tell me if you did, if you didn't.
What are y'all starting bidding wars on information or
No,
something?
just no. Somebody had given me that information, and it happened to be where Tim, Josh needs a new fishing partner. That's exactly right, Rob. There's no doubt about it. Ron Abner watching in Duluth, Georgia. Hey man, we appreciate you watching. Hopefully we can entertain you a little bit tonight. So,
have you made the announcement what you got upstairs yet? Does everybody know
that what I got upstairs
about all the rods?
About all the rods?
Yeah.
Not yet. Why don't you do it?
Well, I love these rods. FX Rods, Fish North Georgia has now become one of the biggest distributors of FX rods. If y'all want a nice rod, come by the store, guys. They're worth the money. They're great rods.
And I'm caught two before we talk to you, none in thereafter. There you go. So I don't feel too bad. Philip Hutchinson, since we're talking about FX rods, if you remember, we had a drawing for 2 prizes. What did we draw for? Do you remember? It was one for.
It was for the cancer.
It was right. It was for the brain tumor things. So that's and pork taco.
Yeah, Phil got one, and
Phil got one. So Phil, your rod is actually upstairs. I've got it up there, and Jonathan Farmer came by yesterday and got one.
Come buy them up, guys. They're worth
actually. Here's the thing: is I'm waiting on mine from the raffle. Did John? I don't know that John won. Where are FX rod made at, guys? Well, I'll tell you, just like most good rods. The blanks and all that, they are it's Japan, if I'm not mistaken. Chris Taylor can I know the what's that called? The fiber and all that's that Japanese fiber and stuff like that. So but he is out of Lilburn, Georgia. Bob Croxton with FX. That's where they are. Philip, come on up, and I played with it a little bit. But I didn't scratch it up or nothing like that.
If he comes up here and picks that rod up, and needs to be on a daily podcast so we can get him back in studio.
Yeah, we need to get him and Jeremiah on at the same time.
Yep.
Because that would be one
Josh
episode.
White and Phil won.
What you're talking about? Where at?
Port Taco says Josh White and Phil won.
Josh White and Phil won. Yeah, Phil.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Josh White. That's right. I was like, man, I forgot. I already gave Josh White his rod.
Okay.
Yeah, so I said,
gotcha.
I thought all of a sudden I got to give I've got to give somebody another rod. That has happened before. Daniel Duckett. I tell you what, buddy, if you come up here and the thing about what he was saying is we've got him from 6'3", and he makes a special 6'3", and it's shorter and it has a shorter butt. It's made for flipping. It is made for flipping under docks and stuff like that.
Skipping.
That's
a big difference, Danny.
Listen,
big.
Now
difference.
you know why Josh and I struck out the other day.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell.
I'm trying to flip, but anyway, 6'3". But it's pretty cool all the way up to a 710.
Yep.
We got the 710s for the big swim baits, Jeremiah. I'm gonna get Jeremiah an FX.
I got the 7/8 swim bait.
Yeah, 7/8. So well, good. I appreciate it. But you guys come by. We've got if they make it, we got it. And I found out he also has crappie rods and stuff like that. So we're gonna try to get some of the crappie rods in here like that. So higher end crappie rods as well. So
man, I've been striking out on those. Me and Aaron's been trying to catch them up at Latham.
You ain't been able to catch them?
We find them everywhere. Just getting them to bite. Are
you trying artificial or are you going with minnows?
Artificial.
Drop a minnow on them.
No.
Well, I mean, he wants to challenge.
We don't stoop that low.
I step back.
I stoop that low.
Crappy,
Eric Payne, come on by, buddy. Absolutely. So the blanks are Japanese carbon. So like, yeah, all the rods are built over there. So yeah, he said it right, but they are Japanese carbon. All right. So how much for a 7-foot heavy flipping pole? I will let you know tomorrow. So I don't have the prices right here in front of me, but I will definitely get that to you. So anyway, I appreciate that. We actually got a lot of cool stuff in, a lot of new
baits.
A lot of new baits. We got 706. I got to get up on the site.
Yep. Sugar Hill
restock. Trickster
restock. Brought a
lot of stuff. A lot of trailers. We got the Yamamoto stuff. You have a 7-foot in stock. Are you open tomorrow? Yes and yes.
They got it all.
We got it. If they make it, that we got it right now. So if not, I'll give you Josh's off the boat.
You shipping the rods?
I can ship rods. I can. I absolutely can. I actually can have them drop shipped to you. If you'll send me a message, I will tell you how that works, but I can get it sent directly to your house. That's not a problem at all. You won't even have to come up here. So anybody that wants to do that, you can actually go on our website at fishnorthgeorgia.com. You can purchase the rod there, and I will make sure that it gets drop shipped straight to your house. So, but if you want to come on up, absolutely come on up. You can sit and talk. That's what we do best. If we could sell stuff as fast as or as good as we could talk, we'd be millionaires. But hey, it is what it is. So, okay, so we're 31 minutes in, and we got the True Grit jigs. Absolutely. He caught his first jig fish. Joshua Tatum did the other day on the True Grit jig.
I seen that. I seen the post on Facebook.
I think it was a fall crawl.
Did I see it? Was it on Facebook?
Yeah.
I seen him post.
I think it was. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Gotcha.
About it. So, when are we going to get some reels in there? Chop. I actually had a person mention that to me today about getting some reels in, and I tried to look at a distributor. And just for those that watched Saturday night, I definitely have already talked to several swim bait companies to get those in here as well. So, we'll do what we can do, but we're going to try to get it all in here.
Lose.
Yeah. I can get lose. Just right now, the distributor that I'm in, they're out. It's still COVID has got everything.
It's messed up.
It's hard to get anything anywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
go try to buy a box of shell somewhere.
Yeah,
you ain't finding it.
Absolutely. The hummingbird and the Lawrences and stuff that we can sell. People have asked us. I go to it and I go to our distributor. It's out of stock.
I just talked to a buddy of mine today, and I ain't gonna mention his name, but
he's a
big rifle manufacturer. He's a national sales rep, and I asked him about getting a couple rifles, and he has 30. I think he said 36,000 rifles on back order right now.
Yeah, that's how bad it is, and that's the everything right now. So one of the things that is pretty good with FX that I will say is they do have a lot in stock right now.
Yeah,
and a lot of rod companies don't have it in stock. You can go to a lot of your bait stores right now, and a lot of the high end rods.
Yep,
you can't get.
G Loomis, you can't find.
You can't find a G Loomis right now. So I don't have the super expensive swim baits. We just we'll look at those. I did talk to Buka, and I did talk to starts with the F. Farley's baits and all that. So
Farley makes a good bait.
He does make a good bait, but we gotta get some. So starting and
the bull shads are good.
The bull shads and stuff like that. But I kind of like the resin bull shads. I know you can get the cheap ones and I don't call them knockoffs because they're still bull shads, but I like the real thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think if people are going to pay money for that.
I fished that damn thing for 5 years. Still ain't caught fish on it.
You need to go to Jeremiah. He'll get you on it.
I don't like bull shads.
You don't like bull shads? All right. So anyway, now here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do this a little earlier because I've been waiting to do this. Listen, I've been waiting to do this. And I know a lot of people want to watch. They want to find out about the elites.
Tim, listen up.
Yeah,
get it on like the first verse.
We have already made bets on who's going to win this. All right, there's money on certain people rolling here. All right, kids' financial futures could be determined. And look, this is for my mom. If somebody's watching, this is ginger ale. I'm being good tonight. 0 sugar, unlike Truly over there. But this is what he's going to do. So instead of a question of the week, we're going to have what is that? What's the segment called? Blake's poetic song. What do we say?
Hell, I don't know.
Come on, we got to come up with a poetic
Blake's poetic song segment.
Blake's poetic song segment. Here's what Blake's going to do.
He's not going to sing.
He's not going to sing.
No, I'm reading, guys.
He's going to read, but I have chosen a song. All right. And he is going to read, and I hope in a good way, he is going to read the lyrics. All right. He is going to keep reading the lyrics until you out there guess the artist and the name of the song. Okay. The artist and the name of the song. And what you'll win tonight, I've got some Softy worms. I've got some True Grit jigs, and I might throw in a couple other things like that. I won't break the bank on it because we got to see if this segment works. But anyway, so you going to read it right, or do I need to read it? You going to be able to do it?
I'll give it a shot.
Again, Frozen 2, Joshua Tatum. No, it's not Frozen. We ain't doing this. But listen, I ain't going to make it easy on you. His knees are weak. Are you nervous?
My palms are sweaty.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You want me to do it?
I think I'm about to puke up mom's spaghetti.
Mom's spaghetti.
That was a song, Jack.
Yeah.
Catch that?
Yeah. Okay. Pulled out him.
I believe we're going 8 miles.
That's pretty good. I'm so glad we're not drinking. All right, so here we go. So again,
damn, you got it small enough. Jesus, I'm barely reading.
Well, that's why I have my glasses like this now.
Damn.
Can you do it?
I might be squinting like a Japanese trying to eat something, but yeah, I'll do
it. We just got Joe with the FCC. So all of those are of Asian descent. That is not the views expressed of Fish North Georgia or its affiliates. It's just Blake being Blake. Would you like me to do it?
I got it, I reckon.
Okay, so here we go. I need the artist and I need the song, and I want you to read it right. So you guys, here we go.
Do not sing.
Do not sing it. You got to poetically read it. He can't do it.
No, I'm laughing too hard.
Now, how much has he got to read?
Yeah.
He's got to keep reading until somebody gets it.
Jesus
now,
Christ.
but you can't read the chorus because that gives the song away.
That's a long-ass song with only one chorus,
it
apparently.
Is. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see this work.
Yeah. In a...
Yeah.
Tim's got it.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah. In a slum national underground. Thunder pounds when I stomp the ground. Woo. Like a million elephants with silverback. Oh, what? Orange lance.
It's a orangutan. It's a orangutan.
Orangutan. You can't stop my train. Who wants some? Don't come unprepared. I'll be there.
Oh, it's Eric Payne.
Yes. That was quick. Thanks. You want to keep it going? Keep it going. That's good. We might actually have to start doing that every damn week. Get some bush lights in us. We're going to be real good then.
Where did you get to? Where did you get to?
Hell, I don't know.
Better be a household name.
Russ was second.
Weatherman telling us it ain't gonna rain. So now we sitting in a drop top, soaking wet.
I think somebody's won. You can quit now.
I just got to see if I can get to it. Hit somersaults without the net.
Good. Oh, shit.
But this will be the year that we won't forget. No. I honestly thought it would take a little bit longer, but
and look, Tim never responded.
Tim's like,
Tim checked out. A better song next time.
Okay, so who won? Go back up. Bombs Over Baghdad. Listen, I love that song.
Oh, shit.
Josh comes in, and I got that. What's that?
Eric Payne.
Gangnam. Oh, Eric was here the other night. He's the one that brought the 46. He's the Maker's Mark guy. I mean, we got to give him his Maker's Mark back for winning, but
no, that's coming to the store.
Listen, Eric Payne, I'm not really stereotyping you, buddy, but you would have been the last one I thought would have got that. So
Nathan, little
Nos Old Town.
Yeah, I'm going to take my horse
to the Old Town Road. Oh dear Lord.
Oh,
okay, so anyway,
I think it's going to be a weekly thing. Now.
But I get to pick the songs. But it's got. I thought that'd be a little bit harder.
Now and then.
Huh?
We'll get something stupid next time.
No.
I don't think we can get much stupid.
I really honestly thought. Did he sing it too much like the real song though? I mean, did he give it away?
No.
Huh?
No.
That means Eric Payne is a daggum Outcast fan. I mean, he knew that song straight up. So he didn't. Oh, yeah, he did. B.O.B. B.O.B. It's Bombs Over Baghdad. So there you go. If you pull that thing out, or don't pull your thing out unless you plan to bang, Bombs over. You seen the women dancing?
You ready to leave? Hey,
I was going to do that Gangnam Style. Hey, listen. And listen, this is alcohol free. Pretty good. So anyway, Atlanta's own Outcast. There we go. I told you it was in cookies. So Blake brought some special cookies that somebody brought from his work. But anyway, all right. So I think that was a pretty successful segment. What do you think?
Yes.
I mean, it was fun for us. Everybody out there thinks we're idiots, but what did you Schweppes zero sugar ginger ale? I mean, I'm serious. Nothing. I'm really not, buddy. I promise. So I did quit all my medication midweek, though. That might have something to do with it.
I got it truly.
You got it truly. So there we go. Anything by Outcast is good. Yeah, it is. Y'all been in that Makers? No, sir. I promise you.
They're already telling everybody not to guess next week, so Blake can sing the whole song.
Well, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. It would have took him an hour and a half. He couldn't pronounce orangutan. I mean, look at the lyrics right there. It's like
you can barely read it. Next time, make sure they're a little bigger.
I mean, look at that. Oh. That's one thing.
Now, look, I am blind.
You're blind. Can you read that? Come on.
No.
You want my glasses? No, seriously.
Right there.
All right. Anyway, so Eric, thank you for not only the Makers of the day, but for winning the first ever annual Blake's Poetic Reading or song, whatever the hell we're going to
find something. We'll find something.
Genie in a bottle. There we go.
Marble Hill Schools. Thanks a lot, Paul. You ass. You ass.
Oh, that's funny. That's great.
Well, sorry, I'm not from Forsyth County.
What's so good about Forsyth?
Oh, not much. Look at you.
Look, I didn't go to Forsyth.
You said you was in Forsyth. You was raised in Forsyth, was you not?
No.
Oh, well.
No, yeah, I was.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
All of a sudden, he was like, oh, I messed that segment up. But yeah, I lived most of them. Give him credit. He did his best. There you go. Except for the orange, which was supposed to be orangutan.
What was it he said?
He said orange something. Orange too. Him orangutan.
Orangutan.
I'll make sure it ain't got big words next time. But
I'll
anyway.
go ahead and tell you, I never passed the spelling test.
That's okay. You have to fix how to pronounce it. But anyway, okay, so enough of that. Before we run everybody and their mother off here.
We lost about 20 people.
That's okay. They were just here for that segment anyway. They didn't win. They're gone. A lot of them just show up for the see if they can win the prize. All right, well, screw it. I'm gone. All right, so anyway, I got to catch my breath. I was like running. I felt like I run. Oh, that's good. I love it. So we're going to do that anyway. So that's good. Blake, I'm proud of you. Yeah. But next time we'll get you flashcards. We're going to work on that orangutan. But anyway, we'll go with that. So I put out an announcement. We're going to talk about Rocky, and we're going to get to stuff like that, some upcoming stuff that the elites are going to do. But we put out an announcement about 7 o'clock right before we were to go on air that we had an announcement to make about the electric elites in the future.
Yes.
So do you want to do that? You want me to say it? How you want to do it?
You can talk about it. We'll
talk about it. Okay.
Yeah.
So what we're doing this year, of course, everybody knows that 20 teams, invitational only, made up this field for this year.
Yep.
And so we're talking about how we were going to expand it. There is a lot of interest in people wanting to fish the elites. And with good reason because higher payouts and some really good other than Josh and I competition. But so we've been over the past few months going back and forth a little bit on how to expand it, and we think this is where we're going to do it. So the plan right now for next year is that we, at a minimum, it depends on the interest, we're going to add 20 more teams.
Yep.
And it could go, depending on the interest, more than that. But right now, 20 teams.
Yeah, you'll have two divisions.
Right, two divisions,
and it's not going to be separated by where you live or how you finish this year, anything like that. You're just going to have a random pick, Group A, Group B.
That's right. That's right. So you might be a guy that's down south, and yeah, we'll figure that part out. But the big thing is how do we qualify? The next 20 teams. Okay. And so we have determined that this is how we're going to do it. And it doesn't matter. The ones that we picked, everybody's got to do the fill out the application.
Yep.
So Thursday, I'm going to try to get it up by Thursday on our website.
Okay.
Or something. We will have a link Thursday, hopefully by the end of the day, Thursday, that every team, not individual, they need to be a team.
Yep.
Because they need to have a partner if they can already.
Excluding the teams that are fishing.
Excluding the teams that are fishing. This is for guys that want to join or want to, participate in the elites next year, every team has to fill out an application. All right. You've got to have your team, the partner, 2 guys on the team or gals in the case. So, we definitely don't want to exclude that because they're beating me. Yeah. Apparently they're beating everybody. So guys and gals, you got to be on that. Also in this, you're going to list, we're going to ask for your qualifications. And you say, okay, qualifications. We want to know your history when it comes to fishing tournaments, whether it be big lake, electric only. And I guess if a kayak guy wants to jump in, just anybody, we want to know your fishing history, what clubs you've fished with, what you've won. We'll have a section where you can list all that. We want to know where you live, all that stuff like that. But we want to know that and your partner. So we want to know the history, especially if 2 guys are coming together. Partner A might have this history here. Partner B might have this history here. And together they make one hell of a team. And like that. So what we've decided with this is, and here's how you qualify after this. We're going to take, and when I say we, that is the 4 members of the board of elites. And that's you, Chris and Aaron, Josh and myself. And we will be hand picking. What did we say? Was it 10? So 10 teams will be handpicked based upon your qualifications. If my brother shows up with somebody, he ain't getting in. I mean, just because he's my brother, we want the best of the best to fish this. It doesn't matter where you're going, but we're going to go over 10 people that are basically no doubters, and you got to be a no doubter to be in that 10.
Absolutely.
And again, you could be a combination of one big lake guy that wants to make the jump with an electric guy or something like that. But you got to have some qualifications behind it. I mean, tell everybody a little bit about what you would want to look for in this.
I mean, your top finishing teams. I mean, guys that fish together or teams like you said that's come together from, they may have fished. You may have a big lake guy team up with electric only guy. You may have. There's several scenarios that could play out, but you have to have some type of background in fishing.
Right. And Charlie Dick, absolutely right. Sportsmanship is a big thing.
Definitely. Huge.
We don't need the drama. So everybody's competing against that. So that's the 10. Now that leaves 10 other teams. What are you laughing at?
Tim, geez, I'm glad I didn't have to fill it out. I can't remember what I eat for breakfast.
Well, Tim, is that Wyatt? Listen, Tim Wyatt, you were the choice to get the poetic song reading award. We thought
where was you at?
I mean, we know you downed on the rap a long time ago, so we thought, you would do it. But anyway, so did the feed go down in quality for anybody else? I hope not. Did our feed go down? If anybody else is not, if they're not seeing it. So rural internet is awesome, but we are getting fiber, they say, up this way. No, not even TD. It's that EIC or whatever. So
bad connection here.
So bad connection. So okay, so let's see. Maybe it's you guys. Maybe the wind's blowing.
It did. Tim said it did too.
Tim said this. Watch this. I'm going to cut my computer off just to kind of help out. I don't know if it's going to help our feed. It could just be that it's we broke the daggum internet with the way we were laughing in your reading earlier. But we'll just shut this. So let's do that. So hopefully the connection's better. Yeah, some guys are getting it and some guys are not. So it might be on your on your side. So this Thursday, that's when the link will be out. Now, the other 10 teams, all right, we are going to have, and correct me if I'm wrong, 3 qualifying tournaments. Now, nobody that's in the elite currently or the 10 teams that are going to be handpicked, they do not fish this. So you will have at least 10 spots for people to fish their way into the elites. Right now, we're looking at hard labor for all 3.
Correct.
For all 3 tournaments. That will be in the fall of this year after the elite season. The elite season is over. But what will happen is, all right, so those 10 spots, the winners of those 3 tournaments automatically qualify. And that will leave 7 other spots, which will be determined by a point system. So if you win the first qualifying tournament, there's no need for them to even show up for the rest of them because they're in on qualifications. Points doesn't matter.
That's right.
All right. So that's kind of what we're looking at now. If the interest is out of this world and that we get good grief, feed is fine on Facebook, but blurry on YouTube. Okay, well, thanks. So, guys, if you want to kick over to Facebook, we can do that. We apologize. Sometimes YouTube gets like that.
So one thing we do want to make sure that everybody knows is the 3 tournaments will be $120.
Yep,
correct?
Just like an elite tournament.
But it's only going to be a 70% payback. The other percentage of that will be open, honest, transparent with everything that we do in the trail. But it's going to go towards equipment for the 2022 season, other things that we may need. 2 trails, you're going to have a set of backup scales. There's a lot of equipment that goes into this that actually Aaron's purchased and used this year. And, we're going to need that for going forward. So there's a lot of cost involved in this as well that we're going to have to use some of that for. And we just want everyone to know that it's going to be a 70% payback.
Yep. Jeremiah, hey, well, let's talk. That would be pretty awesome. Bait Sanity, if we can get him in there. Taylor Smith, it is an awesome platform, and it's something that we put a lot of thought into because we want to be the best trail in Georgia, and we want to. I don't care if it's kayaking, big boats, electric.
We want to be the best trail in America.
In America, absolutely. We want to grow this. We got to grow it responsibly, but we definitely want to make sure that there is a right way to get guys in and a wrong way. I'll tell you this, and I think I speak for everybody here. Okay, let me read this. Say a big lake guy wanted to try and enter, would they have to find an electric guy, or y'all putting teams together that no. 2 big lake guys can get in. Now you got to fish an electric only boat.
Yeah.
Unless we're on Rocky
total
Mountain.
Electric boats.
Rocky Mountain will allow you to put.
No. Total electric all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
We can't do gas motors on that.
Remember Lanier?
No, I didn't pay attention.
We allowed no gas boats.
Well, there you go. See, I'm in the thing, and I can even be corrected. Well, hell, that's what happens when you.
That's why you're president.
That's exactly right. He's vice president. He's president and vice president. Right. Yeah. Okay. So what you'll have to do then is set you up a total electric rig. But we don't care where you come from. How many teams are y'all allowing in those 3 tournaments? Well, it depends upon the amount of interest that we got. You can put together a pretty big tournament at hard labor.
Absolutely.
And we can go 40 to 60 boats if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Where's hard labor?
If we
Hard
wanted
Social
to.
Circle down that way.
Yep.
So, and we will set the dates out. We'll try to get that together. Now I will say this: if people apply, and we're very honest, and we know that listen, you guys need to fish. Let's just say a local club first. You don't have any experience, and we've got all these other guys with experience. I will be straight up and tell you, hey, you need to go to a very good club, something like an Electric Bass Opens, Dahlonega John Boat, High Voltage. If you can get, some of the established clubs. A
good friend of mine, they just won Dahlonega this last weekend. Chase Bell and Andrew Brabham. They, Chase had expressed interest in fishing with us this year and was setting up a boat. And I told him, look, just go fish another club.
Right. Get established.
Get established.
Get established.
There has to, and if you're fishing a big lake and, you've established yourself as a big lake fisherman,
right?
Then there's certain exceptions to everything.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So,
I mean, no, absolutely. Now, do you have any limitations on the electric boats? No.
But the one right there with the kayak.
What about
trolling motor?
Kayak with a trolling motor? No,
you've got to have a live.
Got to have a live well. We do not. We are a weigh-in club. I know that some people like the measurement and stuff like that, but there's something. If a club does it right, there's something to be said about bringing them to the scales. And what a lot of people don't understand too is we're just talking about the club, but there's a TV aspect of this as well. Yep. We are filming this year pilot to put together maybe a 6 episode, Josh? Is that what Adam wanted? Yeah. We're going to try to put together a 6 episode pilot to pitch to the production company so that in 2022 we can acquire the funds to do a complete series based upon this trail and to grow it in the future. We're wanting to try to get it on, and I mean, actual real channel, you know, some of the Discovery American Heroes Network. That's one that Josh is familiar with, stuff like outdoor channels, whatever we can draw interest in if we do it right. So that's the big thing too. So the weigh-in aspect of that, there's some drama in that. It's going to be a reality-based type show. I'll have my whistle. You know,
not only that, I mean, just the fellowship.
It is a fellowship.
It's you know, I thoroughly enjoyed it. We set out with a goal when we started this, to be able to fish with different people, to fish with people that we normally wouldn't fish against, to meet new people, and to fish lakes that we've never fished. And to fish lakes that we've never fished.
Yeah, what's a couple of those southern lakes we're going to this year?
Well, I mean, of course, we're going to be at Hard Labor, but we're going to Varner and Black Shoals.
Black Shoals,
hopefully,
but that's still a little iffy right now.
Right,
hopefully it you know, it's open. That's the biggest thing is still having the COVID stuff going on. And,
and we'll make adjustments as needed, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, and one thing I want to be clear for everybody that's fishing with us this year, if anything like that does happen and we do have to make adjustments, it's going to be done very soon. It's not going to be, we're not going to wait till a week or two before the tournament to do that. We're going to, if we find out that, hey, there's a chance it may not be opened up, we're going to do it ASAP.
Right.
Tell them nothing come through. So anyway, I had somebody trying to send me a message. It didn't come through. There's just a lot of moving parts of what we're doing, but we want to do it right. Again, I saw somebody asked about how we were going to get started and stuff like that. I don't know if that was for us, but again, the application will be up. Fill it out. Be honest. Tell us what your experience. And guys, let's be honest. You can find out real quick.
You can find out if somebody knows
real quick because we are going to check. You can put down the greatest information in the world, and if we don't know it offhand, it is true because we're familiar with you. They're going to be checked. So just be honest with us and tell us tell us your experience like that. Did I miss anything?
If you're not, the great thing about the way that we're trying to set this up is you may not have to have any experience,
right?
And
those 3 tournaments,
fish those 3 tournaments, finish in a top percentile of those, and have an opportunity to fish.
There's a good question right there, Brian Markison. Do we fill out the application regardless, or can a team just plan on fishing the qualifier tournament? No, you got to fill out the application. And here's why. I don't know.
That's Brown.
Oh, that's you. Okay. So you're the peckerhead he's talking about. Yeah. I thought Joey Morris was texting me. Here's why, Brian, because let's say we get 200 teams that are interested in doing this. Okay. We're going to take 10. That leaves 190 teams. Okay. Those 190 teams, there's going to be a higher level quality group of applicants than the lower level guys like that. So we will tell of those 190, say we want to put, we're going to let 40 fish in these qualifying tournaments, or 60, however, which means that we've got to tell 130 teams in that scenario, sorry, you're going to have to try to do it next year. Yep. And listen, and that's a tough thing that we're going to have to, with the interest that we are seeing, we may have to tell some teams, hey, listen, your best bet is to fish this club, work your way up for a year, maybe 2 years, and try to get in at a later date. That's a possibility.
Absolutely. And we're just talking about 2022, 2023, 2024. We're going to have some type of establishment, and we haven't completely figured this out yet, with a point system where we're going to have to drop some bottom teams.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that. Yep.
And that'll give an invitation for other teams to move up.
Okay, so here's a question. Any big lake teams that want to get established in electric only before building a rig can fish big boats on lakes that allow them, but can only use trolling motor with EBO, like Rocky Mountain. So like Electric Bass Opens would allow you, like if you had a big lake, you see what I'm saying? Certain things like that.
Yeah,
it wouldn't in us. I mean, it wouldn't for us, absolutely. But like, there are other clubs that will allow you to do that before going all in on building an electric.
Yeah,
rig.
but most of these clubs fish electric only lakes.
Most of the time.
That's right.
So,
but as far as electric boats for us, it's 100% electric.
Okay, yeah,
there is no gas boat. Now, if you want to pre-fish in a gas boat, like when we had Lanier, there's several people that took bass boats out. We pre-fished.
There's not a problem with
there's
that.
not a problem with that.
Look at John Long. Is that when Danny and Josh gets dropped?
Oh,
whoa!
Nothing but behind the scenes.
Nothing but behind the scenes. But I can tell you what, I know who ain't gonna get on the TV show. We do control the camera there, big boy. So we were looking forward to having a Yankee voice on there, but I might just have to find another one. So hey, be careful who you bite right there. All right. So any thoughts on an open type year like Bassmaster?
Absolutely, it's been discussed.
Yeah.
I mean, we've
done everything. We've gone over everything.
I mean, there's been a lot of thought and time went into this, and nothing's out as far as that goes. That's just what we've decided on for the upcoming 2022 season.
Right.
But as we grow interest and as we branch out, I mean, eventually, I think some of the plans are to maybe take the top 10% of all of our clubs and then fish against the top 10% of other clubs that may be in different states.
Yeah.
Depending on, there's going to have to be a huge prize pool, and we realize that. We're working on that hard. But there's nothing out of the question.
Right. And another thing too, down the road, also that we haven't even brought up that we probably can incorporate at some point is with the e-bank. Because we'll be running, Josh and I through Fish North Georgia, will be running that separately of the elites.
Yep.
But there might be some ways to, bring them back in against each other, stuff like when we talk about going against state.
Yeah,
like that kind of stuff.
I think we've talked about too doing open tournaments throughout the year. That'll be like a 90% payback.
Yep.
And that extra 10% will go back to the elites, but it will also there'll be some type of recognition on through those tournaments on how to get in the following year and be open events.
Yeah, Justin, sort of like a kayak fishing league. They have teams set up all over the country. We, I promise you it's been discussed in here before because what we want to do, number one, is be successful. And number two, I'll have to read that in a little bit. We want it to be successful. We want to grow it right. I mean, we could have a league tomorrow with 800 teams in if we could try it, but that wouldn't be smart. It'll blow up. Again, like Chris said, there will be a process of where the bottom 5% or bottom 5 teams or whatever we decide will have to go back down and re-qualify to get back up.
Yeah, absolutely. You can re-qualify yearly. There's things that we're working on putting in place for the future after 2022.
Yes.
But like you said, we want to grow responsibly and we want to do it right so that we avoid any kind of issues.
Right. And then it might be to the point, we get to the point where let's say you have a percentage of guys that are willing to do and we've brought up the BFLs where we have divisions like the Bulldog and the Savannah and then the Alabama stuff all that kind of stuff's in play where, you run these divisions or however the qualifiers go to the next round. We can go a million different ways, but we got to start somewhere. So this is the smartest way to start again. So you've got to definitely, number one, I don't care who you are, you got to fill out the application and let's set a deadline. So if we have the applications out by this week, let's say 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, we'll come back with a hard date.
But we need to set a hard date.
Yeah.
We don't want to just let it keep going, especially if we get a lot of interest.
Yeah, we'll set a hard date, but I mean, I don't know. We can take our time to look at that and figure out what's going on. Smart and we need to get I know we're doing this tonight, but we also need to get the message out for those that may miss this.
Yeah, absolutely. So it won't be like in a week. We're not just taking applications for a week.
No.
So it won't be like that. But you got to get the application in. You got to put it what is. Then we'll have our little tribunal or whatever it is we're going to have. All right. And we will tell, and maybe at that point we can have another show and say, okay, the 10, when we decide to do it, the 10 teams that have, qualified based upon our expectations or whatever, we can announce them, and then we can announce the next group of, if we have enough. These are the guys that have qualified to fish in the play in the qualifier tournaments and stuff like that. Yep. So, a lot of moving parts. So, and listen.
So you have to be accepted to the qualifying tournaments?
You have to be accepted to the qualifying tournaments as well. So, you can't just show up.
And I'll be the first to say, and I know we've all talked about it behind the scenes. I don't know if we've said it publicly, but this year, our first year, there was a lot of teams that there was a lot of hard decisions made.
Right.
For our first year, there was a lot of teams that really deserved to be in it, but we were limited. But, this is our first year. We wanted to grow. We were limited. And some of those teams, I think, are going to be our handpicks for 2022.
Yeah, right. I mean, you have kind of going in. That's not to say that's not to say we don't want you to go ahead and not fill out the application thinking, well, I might not be one of those. You might be, and you just don't know it. We pay attention to a lot of people, what's going on, especially from the big lakes on that, everything. So everybody's paying attention to what you're doing. And again, let me also say this. I need a sponsor to build a boat. Yeah, hey, listen, you can drop a pretty penny in some of those things. There's no doubt about it. But let me also say this. We are also watching your social media. We're watching your interactions with other people. If you're the kind of guy that has to get up, a lot of drama, you're not, I'm not saying you won't get in, but you're not. We're gonna discuss it a little harder.
Absolutely.
So you can't just be going and blasting everything. And eventually, like Chris said, somebody's gonna get their feelings hurt. And and it's not a friend thing. I mean, we understand it. We accept that to build this, but you have to understand it's a business, it is a business type decision.
It is. And another thing that we even just discussed tonight is figuring out a way to put money back towards the lakes that we're fishing.
Yes. Yeah. So, tell everybody about that.
So something we just discussed tonight is we all, in the fishing community, we want to give back. And the lakes that are allowing us to come out and fish, the lakes that we are fishing, we want to figure out a way to put money back into resources to better our future, to ensure that our kids and our grandkids have a place to go. And it takes that. I mean, everything don't run for free.
Right,
so,
right.
I mean, you take these reservoirs and stuff. We just want to figure out a way to give back.
Yeah,
I think it not only does it help us, but it helps the future generations, and it shows that we're in it for the right reasons. And that's one thing that we've all discussed behind the scenes that we haven't discussed publicly, but that's what we're in it for.
Like trying to do some stocking programs and stuff like that.
Yeah, stocking programs, bait, whether it's just a lake cleanup. We may have lake cleanup days where we select a lake and all of us get together as a club. Those of you that can participate, we go out and clean up trash around the lake or do something to help out.
I'll say this, and this is before Latham decided not to do the tournaments, but I had talked to Mark over there about, setting up, picnic tables, maybe kind of help clearing or just, possibilities about other feeders. They got adding fish feeders. They've got a few stuff like that. And because I was actually asking him, what can we do to help the lake? And, things like that, especially with them being a private entity, because they are private, at least on that lake, they can accept help with certain things like that. So, you're more than welcome to, if let's just take Hickory Log. I'm just going to use it. They need a dock.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hickory Log needs a dock or something like that. It could be something that we could get involved in and say, go to whoever's in charge of, hey, we'd like to build a dock to where, or at least upgrade a ramp or something like that. So,
I mean, it's you've got to give back. I mean, it's who we are. We're a community. We're, we want to show that we're in for the right reasons.
Exactly. And I think, well, I tell you what, I think a lot of things. What about you, Mr. Prez? What do you think? You just an old wise sage right there. He's just listening, ain't he?
Well, I mean, everything Chris talked about was, spot on.
Right.
What we need to do, to give back to the lakes. That's really, really important because, if it would for those lakes, where would we be?
Absolutely. There's what could somebody do at Rocky? I know them guys would allow us to help out stuff like that. Could you imagine having some gizzard shad in Latham or lakes like that? Being able to
well, not only that, I mean, we just need to work. I think building these relationships with the leaders of the lakes and the people that are controlling these bodies of water.
Yep.
And figuring out what their vision is and how we can help in that vision.
What do you think, Blake, about all this? Because you're kind of quiet. I know we stole your thunder, but you're listening intently.
I mean,
you're listening. You got listen. Your opinion's always welcome on this.
I'm just listening. Y'all talk. I'm a big water guy. I'd love to fish wings and everything, but I got to get a rig first. I plan on it. So.
Well, you would have to do that. And listen, here's something I would also too. I would suggest this on somebody who doesn't know if they're really going to invest in. And what are you laughing at? The price of the boats and all that. You seen that? Some of them numbers that I'm looking at up there. Mm-hmm. That's where I'm going with this. We don't want everybody to go out and drop, $12,000 in a boat just yet. So that can be done though. I mean, it can be done, but we want you to be responsible and stuff like that. So I don't know if we about covered all. I mean, what have we not covered on that we might have missed? Or so we got an application process.
Yep.
10 handpicked.
Yep.
Following 10,
3 will come.
Three will come from the winner of the tournaments, of the 3 qualifying tournaments.
Yep.
The next 7 will come from a point system.
That's right.
The next highest 7 finishers. We will handpick the teams that get to fish in the qualifying tournaments.
Yep.
But then after that, it's up to them.
That's right.
And then we will, going forward, have a way for the following year for the lower tier teams that have not fared well.
That's right.
To go back down to a local club and try to reapply the following year.
Or fish one of our qualifying
and refish a qualifying thing. I think that this is something. Oh, and here's another thing too that I think needs to really needs to be said. We are in no way, 100% no way trying to squash the local clubs that exist now.
Absolutely.
We want to fish with them too.
Yep.
And we want to kind of end up making a support system possibly.
Absolutely.
But I'm not interested in seeing Dahlonega John Boats go away.
Yeah.
Or any of the other clubs or high voltage go away. No, those clubs, we want to actually help build as best we can with them too and have a good relationship with all that as well.
Listen, I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into this. There's some great people running these clubs and some great people fishing in these clubs. And hey, and there's a lot of people that are great fishermen that it just doesn't suit them. They'd rather fish the smaller club and completely understand that.
Absolutely.
Completely understand that.
That's a great question by Charlie Dick. Are the qualifying tournaments off limits for practice? That's something we haven't discussed. I don't know with them being so far away and a lot of guys trying to do it. I don't think we'll have an off limits.
No, we probably won't have off limits on that, Charlie.
It's going to be club only.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to manage that.
Especially if guys are coming from a long way away. You know, if they want to fish, I mean, like in FLW, you get to fish the week before, and that might be one day off before that, or is it straight up?
I don't know.
Something like that. Some of them you can run it.
I know bass. You got like 3 days practice.
3 days.
You got practice. 3 days practice and an off day, and then the tournament.
They fish like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday's off day, and they start on Friday.
Right.
Or they start on Thursday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
So it's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
And that's just something that we haven't really thought that far in, but I think that would be a simple, let's just not do that. That's club only right now. Right. And we will have, again, all this is going to be put down before we really, the application is going to come out soon, but I think we will have, the rules will be electric only, the elites rules as far as the in-tournament rules.
Yep.
Same dead fish, all the penalty, everything will be run just like an electric elite tournament.
Same point system,
everything. Again, 70-30, the payback on that. We're not going to do, I don't guess we're going to do trophies and none of that stuff for qualifying. It's just going to be, hey, you get your opportunity. That's it.
That's what it's for.
That's what it's for. So, how about Blake? Anything popped in your mind yet? What is somebody? BFLs do not have an off limit. So
the BFLs don't, but when you get above that,
when you're fishing a series,
there's
off
like
limits.
BASS.
Right.
We're
going to try to make it like the big boys as far as those series, because we want that to be established.
Yeah, but and this being a qualifier to that point, a BFL will be a qualifier for in some way, shape, or form for a FLW event,
right?
So I mean, I say no off limits on that, and then once you get up or you've qualified to fish the elites, we do have a 1 week off limits.
Chris Taylor, no. The answer is no. No rules on how many electric motors are on a boat.
Nope.
We don't care if you got 15 trolling motors on your boat. We run 2 Elcos on ours. Most guys run 3. I would say everybody's got at least 3 motors pretty much, with the trolling motor being 1, so a lot of guys have the 2 high end, for the most part. So let's see.
So Mike, to answer your question, we had discussed it. Geiger and Charlie had discussed it. Me and Aaron had discussed it. And the guys here at Fish North Georgia, Danny and Josh, we wanted something, and I'm not saying this goes for everyone, so I don't want anyone to get my words twisted, but in some of the other clubs, you have people that show up to fish. There's no competition. I mean, there is competition in it, but some of the people that fish it just fish it to get out of the house. There's not a lot of stake. There's not a lot of, I don't want to say competition, because there's always competition in the top tier, but we wanted a group of anglers together that was there for the competition. A lot at stake, high risk, high reward.
Yeah, you have to pay more to get in.
It costs more to get in. There's a lot more involved. Like I said, all these other clubs are ran very well, but you have some that do not want the price of it to go up.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted something that cost more to get in and it paid more.
Yeah, absolutely.
And some of the top anglers are fishing that from across the state. Now there's still some that's not with us, that I think, that was the whole reason behind the handpick for next year, because of some of those that we missed out on, and we know we missed out on them. We're apologizing for that. But we had to have, we had to have a way to start.
Right.
We actually based it. We didn't base it off of anything from last year. We actually based it from the year before.
Yeah.
Was kind of how it started,
Gotcha.
Because of when we started putting it together.
Right.
Last year wasn't even finished up yet.
Exactly.
Right. Well, it hadn't really even got started.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Ron, to answer your question, I'll just speak for Josh, and then I guess, Chris, you can say this on yours. Josh and I have is it 2002 or 2002 Triton, aluminum, decked out boat.
Had a blown up motor.
No, the motor was good. It had
it?
a gas motor on it. We just got it for cheaper because we let him take the motor off.
Okay.
So it was a regular aluminum boat that a guy had that he fished big lakes with it. We took the gas tank out of it and let him keep the electric motor. Put a couple of Elcos on the back and filled it full of batteries. That's pretty much it. It was already decked out like it had come from if you went down to Advantage Boat Center. I mean, it then bought a brand new boat, real good shape. Now, something like yours was built.
Actually, Russ and Aaron
built
the boat that I have now.
Right.
It's what year is it? It's a Fisher.
Very nice boat, though.
Russ, what year is that boat? I think it's a 06. I believe it's an 06.
I think so too. I think it's 2006 Fisher, 1860 all weld. Russ, I believe he was the one that had all the decks welded in it, and storage welded in it. I mean, it was basically an open John model, and there's
2004
carpet. 2004.
That's what he said.
It's carpeted. I mean, it's pretty. It's really
it's sweet, man.
It's an awesome.
No, it's a ride.
It's the best. I mean,
it is.
Not saying because I owned it at one time, but
it is.
It fishes better than any electric boat I've ever been in.
There's no doubt about it. It looks good too.
Plenty of room.
Yeah.
I mean, 2 people can fish off the front deck very easily. Got 2 big storage, one dry storage, another storage for batteries and whatever else, throwables up front and batteries. They got 2 rod lockers, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 smaller. I mean, they're probably 2 by
Tim.
What?
2 by, they're 6 smaller.
I guess he's talking about his boat too. Tim's got a nice one too. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, it's just got a rough floor.
It's got a rough
scratches my reels up.
Scratches your reels
yeah.
up.
So this one, mine's carpeted as well, and it's got a big open storage in the back,
right?
I guess for all the batteries.
Yeah, and a big live well for all the fish he catches. Are the 20 teams fishing this year automatically in for 2022, or will the invitation process happen again in 2022?
They're automatically
in. If you are in this year, you are grandfathered in. But again, in 2022, any of those teams could fall out once we set the thing.
So at the end of 2022, once we decide on a number of boats that are dropping on the bottom side of that, they'll also, I mean, like we discussed, you'll have an opportunity to go back and requalify through our qualifying events.
Right.
But we'll have to drop a certain percentage to allow new teams to move up.
So 20 teams this year. Does Danny's boat need a live well? No, man. I got a stringer if I get lucky and catch one. So, but that's
so.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
One thing I would like to mention about that, and the reason why, and it's nothing personal, or it's not because you didn't fish well or you had a bad season. Everybody has those off years, and it may be me and Aaron that have to fall out.
Yeah.
It could very well be me and Aaron that have to fall out and have to try to requalify. But you also have anglers coming into it.
Yes.
Every year you got more and more anglers, and we have to provide opportunities.
Right. Yeah, because if there's a way for nobody to get booted out, I guess in a sense, that's the way. And booted is a bad word, but to fall out, you don't have room to put guys. You just adding, and it could get stale that way. And you got to have some stakes to it.
Like I say, everyone has those years. I've seen. I mean, you see it all the time.
I mean, look at bass and stuff. You got guys drop out every year from that.
Yep.
Have to requalify.
Is all the information to qualify to fish the elite is going to be on the application or on social media? It will be on the application. Again, we will have it. I said we were going to try to put a link on our website at Fish North Georgia, but it might be we have to do it on the Electric Elite page or something.
Yep.
Have a pin post.
Yep.
And also whatever. Another thing is you can come to the store. I want, just in case somebody wants to, we can have paper applications here.
Yep.
But if you come in with a paper application and you fill it out here, that does not guarantee you that I'm going to look at you and say, yeah, you're in. I'm not doing that. No decision will be made till us four sit down at a later date.
We need to give a shout out to our latest sponsor too.
Which one is that?
Black Rifle Coffee Company.
We definitely need to give a shout out. If you guys paid attention to the elite page, and listen, here's another thing too, guys. You need to go on Facebook too and follow the Electric Elite page, because a lot of information will go there. Can't everything be put on the Fish North Georgia group because not everybody wants to see it, but it will always be posted on the Electric Elite Facebook page. And today, Josh put a picture, if you guys seen it, of Black Rifle Coffee Company. All right, so they are the latest sponsor to come on, and that's another thing too. We're getting sponsors and stuff. This ain't just a John Boat trail. We're trying to make it big. Here's what these guys are doing this year for all our anglers. So we have 20 teams, 40 anglers, 6 events and a classic.
Yep. So
at starting in the February tournament, every angler gets a bag of Black Rifle coffee. We've got a bunch of different varieties up there. Chris was telling me which ones were the good ones.
They're all good.
They're all good, but I like a dark roast stout coffee, and he was like, "This is the one that you kind of want." And if they don't drink it, they're free to go give that coffee to somebody else. But every tournament, I'm going to get this same box, and then he said he's going to do something even bigger for the classic.
Jonathan. Yes.
Best coffee
That's
on
what
the market.
It's all about, is what they stand for.
And they are absolutely pro USA, pro military,
veteran owned.
Yeah. They even asked, I had to tell them that we had a fishing store. We're going to try to sell it here too.
Yeah.
But I had to tell them that, I don't think they just put it anywhere. They vet you, make sure you got that. But it is a cool thing that another national company has aligned themselves with us and going forward. And so that's why we take this kind of really seriously. we got Humminbird, we got Minn Kota, we have Elko, we have Nichols Lures, Black Rifle Coffee Company. I'm still working on others they're kind of, and there's some that are already there, Georgia Blade Local, 400 Inc.
Mark Gayton
Stone and Softy Lures, and of course True Grit and Fish North Georgia, but what's 706 Lures?
706
that's right,
Lures.
I have got to get their stuff. Look, so Patricia she's excited about Black Rifle. Hey, that's pretty cool.
So a little backstory on Patricia. They come over, her and Taylor come over and stayed at my house the night before the tournament because they're out in West Georgia and we was fishing Lanier and it's going to be a long. She's like, look, I just actually, I think Taylor told me the night before. He's like, look, she has to have her coffee in the morning. So whatever.
Whatever you do.
Yeah.
Hey, I get it. That's funny. Did you get a good coffee though? Did she have it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, good. So
had a good time.
We are going to get the Black Rifle for sale in the shop. I talked to them today and started that process. So again, that's another reason why we're taking this so serious, and we're trying to make sure that everything's crossed and done a certain way, because we want these national companies to grow and to keep on like that with us. So everyone look at Blake. He looks so excited to be there. Listen, we gave him that, and you did have a long day of work.
Yeah, I've been up since like 5:30.
Yeah, so he's tired, bless his heart. But listen, he can't.
I'm just listening. I ain't got much to say. I'm a big water guy. Like I said, I'd love. The thing is, I want to get out and fish with y'all. Y'all fish down largemouth lakes. I get tired of chasing spots.
Well, we fish spot lakes too.
Yeah,
most of them's largemouth lakes.
Well, I would say,
and I'm a better largemouth fisherman than spots. I'll just tell you, I hate spots. I drain the lake and kill them for all I care. I hate them.
Listen at it.
So there you go. That's why you need to set up an electric boat,
because there are largemouth
what are you waiting
lakes.
On?
You like to fish largemouth, right?
I love largemouth.
Well, we fish mostly largemouth lakes.
I know,
but next lake we're going to
Rocky Mountain. Good Lord. Oh yeah, but you know what?
I went over and got my ass kicked
over there. But you know what? You're not the only person who's gotten whipped at Rocky.
Oh, I know. It's hard, man. I love my bass boat.
It happens. I forgot the coffee once, and I'll never do it again. Taylor Smith.
Phil, I'm waiting to get some days off, and I'm wanting to go out with you. You can show me what's up. And I'm not going to take a damn little spinning reel. It's a power bait. Like, hook me up. Show me the West.
Hey, look at that. Mac Doyle needs a partner, Mr. Blake.
Where are you from, Mac?
Mac's he's down around Social Circle, I think. You ain't got to live together to fish together.
But I'd like to be close by.
You like them to be close by?
Yeah.
Well, maybe rent a room out to them. So, main thing I like about spots is they fight hard. They're dumb and easy to catch.
Largemouth are dumber.
I don't know. I ain't gonna say nothing because those spots outwitted me on Lanier.
It's because you suck.
I do, and listen. There's a very good chance that my butt will be the ones dropping out, but that's okay. I'll be behind the camera or something like that doing that. Loganville
with you if you're singing.
Yeah,
I'll sing with you.
You two could be out there doing.
That's not far.
Man, I can't afford to buy a boat. Man, I've already got a bass boat.
I don't even know. They're in their own conversation.
Selling the bass boat.
Yeah, but if I sell my bass boat, I'm going to buy a center console. I'm going to buy a flat boat.
You can buy
I got a 14-foot Alumacraft. I'll sell you. They can set it right there.
With an EP50 on it, you could fish big lakes.
Hey, listen,
I'm serious. If you
get on a plane and go.
All I'm just saying is, in the next couple of weeks, we'll have another announcement that might be able to help you out too, as far as your electric only stuff.
I got two John boats at the house. I'll throw a cooler in with my pure oxygen system and keep fish alive. I know that.
You got to catch them to be able to keep them alive, though.
Well, they be big ones. I don't know about that, but I can catch some fish.
Okay, but
might bring 5 pounds, but they'll be fishing.
But I tell you what, here's the thing too.
I got a trailer. Can I just pull it off the back of the truck and just right in the lake?
Tim, how big was that fish you caught this weekend?
Oh, good Lord.
8.2.
8.2.
Was it 8.2?
Where'd it come from?
Rocky.
My
best last year come out of Rocky.
14 pounds and 2 fish, I believe.
Mr. Aaron netted mine. Damn. So,
I know there's big ones in there. I seen them on the live scope.
He coached me through the whole thing. I think I hit him with my rod 15 times across the face. Calm down, Danny. Calm down, Danny. Calm down, Danny. But he was more excited than I was. I don't care what he says. So I can find you a fiberglass for under $700, and you put in it whatever you want.
Yep.
See, listen, and that's the thing too. It doesn't take a huge investment, but here's the thing that I think some of you big lake guys underestimate. You can walk off a big lake and get your ass whipped by some of the electric only guys. That's all the time. And vice versa.
Here's my whole point, though.
Yes.
And this is what I told, I've talked to, I got a lot of friends that are big lake guys, and I used to fish big lakes myself, but all the time. But you put $70,000-$80,000 in a bass boat, and you go out on the weekends and you fish for $2,000 or $3,000.
Right. Shit, it's not even that. Well, I mean, fishing big tournaments.
Yeah, I mean Scott's tournaments and stuff. You're fishing for $3,000. I mean, he's got probably the best. I know the best Lanier trail there is right now.
Right. Yeah.
But you're also pushing 80 boats.
Yeah, you're pushing 80 boats. We're fishing a 20 boat field, fishing for $1,000
on a regular tournament.
Yep. And you can put $40,000 into an electric boat.
Oh yeah.
But you can also put $6,000 into an electric boat and fish for the same amount of money. There's advantages. The more money you spend, the better electronics you're going to have, better trolling motors you're going to have, better electric outboards you're going to have.
Right.
But you're saving every week you go to the lake, you're not spending $60-$80 in gas. You're whatever it costs you to get there in your truck.
Right.
Your batteries is an upfront cost. Your motor outboard's an upfront cost, but it's going to last.
Yep.
And you're not having to constantly put money in it.
And I think that's where a lot of people will start kind of migrating towards the electric only. And then if you get into the environmental reasons, sooner or later, these big lakes, they'll have the motors, the electric motors that will run. They already got them.
Yeah.
But it'll be affordable. And you'll start seeing some of these lakes go electric. They'll start, especially ones that they pull water from.
Yeah,
they'll start pulling that gas.
Got an EP50 now. That's 96 volts.
Yep.
With a lithium battery set up, it'll get on plane. Who else?
Well,
Pure
Water's got one.
Yeah, Josh Thompson.
Yep.
He's got a boat that
it'll run in the 20s.
Yep.
You got that one that was on Facebook that came out of like Tesla or one of them out west or made that was like. But I mean, it was $100,000 motor, but still. But I mean, it's coming.
$250.
It's coming.
It was a $250 outboard.
Yeah. But it's just like a plasma TV. You remember when they first come out, everything was $6,000, and now you can go to or whatever. Now you can go to Walmart and buy a TV for $100, $300. You know, that's it. You know, and I want to say something too. Everybody needs to go to the Fish North Georgia page. Tim Wyatt said something right there. They were pre-fishing. A little bit over Rocky Mountain, but Justin's walleyes made the trip. Now, I've always heard that Rocky had walleyes. Did you see those two pictures?
Yeah.
He caught. Did you see? He caught two of the prettiest looking walleyes
and throw them back.
I heard y'all bitching. Yes, man, but you got to see that. So,
Justin, Tim, y'all, that really disappointed me.
Seriously, next time bring them to me.
Yeah. I'll meet you halfway.
I'm closer. Bring them to me.
Absolutely, but they were. But that's another thing too about Rocky. With every cast, you got a chance to land one or something that will just blow your mind. And then you could go the whole day and not get a bite. Yeah. Trust me, I do that.
Giants. I think it took
Biggins. Look at it. Yeah, Biggins. Absolutely, man.
Tim and Justin had what, 28 pounds last year?
That was a SWAT tournament.
Yeah, in February.
Yeah. So
and I think Dustin and Kevin backed that up with 22 something for second place.
Crazy.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
It is crazy. And yeah, Chris Taylor, that's one thing too. Now on an electric only lake, you will not get beat up, but you will have to deal with the orange armada of yackers. And I'm not talking about you kayak fishermen. Love you guys to death. We're talking about the people that ain't got nothing to do. Let's go buy the one at Walmart, and here they come.
Yep.
You know, they're coming too.
They're just they're not out there fishing.
No, but they're just, hey, how you doing? And they're nice people.
Absolutely.
But you got to deal with that.
Yep.
They're the ones that will go between you and 10 foot of bank. And how you doing today? Nothing. I'm doing good. How you?
Yeah.
But we got to be polite to them too. So, look at that. We got somebody, Gabriel Peoples. He is on from Pennsylvania or Indiana. Good Lord. Hey, we appreciate you you tuning in tonight. And that's a cool thing. Hey, listen, they fish up there. Mm-hmm. Are you about to fall asleep, son? Look,
no, I'm good.
No, that's why he was saying, speaking his language, talking about walleye.
Oh, because Indiana.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I'm from. Oh, he's not in. I'm from. Okay, still. Hey, we love that. That's awesome. But yeah, there's the walleye, I think, on Lanier are getting ready to make their run, if I'm not mistaken. It's usually the full moon right around February or shortly thereafter that they start running up the Chattahoochee.
Yep. And
those guys on them kayaks will start catching them up north. You ever caught one?
What?
Walleye in Lanier?
Yeah.
Up north though, when they do the run, or you just caught them in like
no, I've just caught them just out in the water. Actually, both of the only two that I've caught come on a Carolina rig.
That truly kicked in.
Yeah.
On a Carolina rig? Really?
Yep.
So, hey, listen, Justin, I'm trying. I'm old and I'm trying. There's a lot of people talking to me, and I'm trying to talk and keep you guys entertained as well. So, and keep Blake awake.
I'm awake.
He's awake.
I'm just being quiet and listening.
I know some walleye techniques, but never caught one. Bottom bouncers and trolling minnows plugs should work. I tell you what, Jeremiah, if you will go to YouTube and follow Dana Smith at FCP Fishing, he does some walleye stuff occasionally here and he fishes the north end of Lake Lanier a lot. And he bounces into them quite a bit, especially this time of year. O'Neill Williams is the one that told me when we did the podcast with O'Neill that this is the time of year to go up the Chattahoochee, and some will go up the Chesapeake, but mostly on the Chattahoochee side that you can start popping walleye. And Tim, how deep of water, just curious, did that walleye come out of? Because I imagine they got to be starting to get ready to spawn for those fish.
There was deep water around, and I was imagining it was a shallow spot.
Yeah, he's not going to tell us.
Yeah, he's not going to tell us, but I just want to know water. I know exactly where he was probably fishing and exactly which lake it probably come out of, but I just want to know if he caught it up closer to the bank, or if
Yeah,
I imagine they got to try to spawn there too.
Yeah, the couple of walleyes I've caught, it's been on a nighttime crankbait on Lanier.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
spring.
Hey, who's those guys that's been posted on the Fish North Georgia page at night, been just hammering the
Derek White?
Yeah.
What the hell is he doing?
I don't know. I'm supposed to go out with him.
It's too damn cold, but by God, he's catching some giants.
Right now, it's the time for big spots and stripers.
I guess I'm going to go hit my lights.
He asked, I talked to him last night. He asked me if I wanted to go next night or two. And I said, sure. But then listen, though. Hey,
Barday was supposed to take me out tomorrow. I ain't heard a damn thing.
He's hardcore, though.
Yeah, no, he is. Look at the way he's dressed. You know it's cold where he's at.
And see, I've been wanting to do it because I keep seeing him post some pictures, and I was like, I might have a small idea of what he's doing, but damn, it's cold.
I don't know what he's doing, but I'll tell you what he told me. He said, do you want to go? And I said, sure. I said, I can't go Tuesday night, and I can't go Saturday night because we got shows. And then we were talking a little bit about the weather, and he said, bring a open face spin setup with 10-pound leader.
That could be a lot of things. You'd be dragging head
okay, that's all he told me. So I don't know what. That's what he told me. Bring it.
Lights,
huh?
I would imagine.
What do you think? You think it's lights?
Lights.
What do you think he's throwing at him?
Flute.
Well, I guess I know what I'm doing tomorrow night.
On the lights.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Barday's working all night. Sorry, man. He's right there. He's still here.
It's all good, buddy.
It's all good. You look like you're too tired or bored to go anyway.
Tonight?
Tomorrow. You'll be tired. You need some rest. You got to work?
I'm going to work on my boat tomorrow, probably.
Say that again, Danny. Philip, I'm not sure what I would say. He said, if you're talking about the setup, for me to bring a spin setup with 10-pound fluoro leader. He said, I've got what we're fishing with. That's all he would tell me. But bring a spin setup with 10-pound fluoro.
Man, I'm going to tell you, though, he's a hard fisherman. I mean, in the spring, it's all the time. It's crappie. It's stripers. It's spots.
And then he's down on the ocean.
Largemouth. It's ocean fishing. It's duck hunting. It's deer hunting. I'm like, this guy goes.
I got 3 tarpon trips lined up this year.
Really?
Oh, listen, Justin Speece is talking. He's talking trash to us boat guys right there. So, listen, Justin, we love you too. Also, I think you're making the jump to the yaks.
Fishermen.
I know. So anyway, but anyway, I don't know, but I'm supposed to. But if he can get another one, you want to go?
When, tomorrow?
I don't know. I don't know exactly what day. He just said he would get back in touch with me. Man, that's a range of different things you could catch with that setup. I know, and that's what I'm saying. I don't know what it is. He didn't tell me. He just said bring that particular setup. So I mean, it's a guessing game.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we're talking about big stripers and big spots that he's catching. So a fluke would be a good guess on a light.
Yeah.
But I don't know that that's what he's doing. He didn't tell me. No, I mean we could be dropping shiners off the bottom, off the back of the boat. I don't know. So
yeah.
What do you think?
Being so quiet for? Kind of over grinning. It's like you know what they're
doing.
It's like he's like, I know exactly what the hell they're doing. I just ain't saying nothing.
He's the stoic one. He's the stoic. Chris and I can talk, and he catch everything short of a striper, stick one too big, and kiss that drag on your reel goodbye. Hey, that's all right. Listen, I do not mind buying another reel just to hear one go, and just burn it. I'd love to get spooled.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, too, because this reminds me, we got TikTok now.
Oh shit!
Do you know that Fish North Georgia has a TikTok? I don't know nothing. I don't even know how to get on it. Josh tells me we got a TikTok. So for all you young people that do that TikTok thing, give us a follow at Fish North Georgia on TikTok. But I know there's something about music, and I know it's some quick short videos, so it's right up Josh's alley because it has to do with editing and stuff like that. So do you TikTok?
Not much editing.
You don't TikTok?
No.
You got family at TikTok?
Oh, my daughter's all into it.
That's what I'm saying. Even my wife TikToks. How about you? Father Time, you don't TikTok?
Father Time.
He just looks wise. He looks like old.
He is wise.
He's wise. He just looks wise.
You cold or something? You pulling your hands in your hoodie?
It's a little chilly down here.
My feet are freezing. I ain't gonna lie.
I got shorts on, man. Come on.
Yeah, my feet are freezing.
Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, see, I got it. Bucktails or fish candy. Sounds like you might be fishing under lights. Hey, listen, it might be Danny and Blake doing all the TikTok dances. What's a TikTok dance?
Yes. I don't
Just
know.
go down the rabbit hole and you'll see some of the stupid shit you've ever seen. It's that simple.
What's a TikTok dance? Oh, what is it?
It's people dancing.
All kind of.
They dance. They make.
What makes it a TikTok dance? though?
It's a certain dance to a certain song.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
got
mostly
different dances for all different songs and short video clips. And
you don't know what it is?
What is it?
Mostly slutty ass girls.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
Listen.
No.
What
Yes.
TikTok? Here we go.
Yes.
We entered the rabbit
Yes.
hole. Listen.
That's all it is.
Now, my wife does TikTok. Are you calling her a bad name?
No.
That's
I'm saying younger people.
Derek got to be throwing Mike Jones there with a comment. Derek got to be throwing a 3-inch swim bait. I guess. Like a Kitech? You think we're talking about Kitech?
Possibly.
That's a possible.
I don't know if I'm going tomorrow. I know what I'm gonna be doing. We'll see.
Pruitt lives under a rock. Listen, I don't know what a TikTok dance is. Josh, do you know you're on TikTok? What are you doing?
He's going to dance.
I don't know. Something's messed up, guys. We have a situation behind the camera that Josh is looking at.
Mic.
Okay, so Josh's ears picked up. So
now?
he's like an alien. Josh is an alien. He hears things nobody hears. He sees things nobody sees.
The Mickey rig.
The Mickey rig with a 10-pound leader.
Yeah, that's what I throw on it.
You don't think that's a little big? You think? Okay, so that's TikTok is for tenor bop.
Teeny boppers.
But that's not. He said tenor boppers. That's what is a tenor? Ain't that something you sing?
What's a teeny bopper?
A teeny bopper.
What is that?
But he didn't say. He said tenor.
Teenager.
Oh, teenager. Oh.
Yeah, but he said. Do you know what a tenor is?
Me?
Like a tenor, you got a bass, you got an alto, you got a tenor. It's like a level of singing, like a pitch kind of thing. Well, you couldn't pronounce orangutan, so I got you.
Brian.
Blake just called me a slutty girl. Brian, listen, and let me tell you something.
Hey, I know a lot of people that's got.
Listen, and I'm gonna tell you, Brian's a man's man. He come in. He's a man's man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh boy,
he's a big old boy too. Yeah, on the dock light. So he's saying it's possible that he's throwing
He's saying north and south end.
He didn't tell me.
Yeah, of course.
He's not going to tell me that. That's one of them. If I get blindfolded, till I get out there, and I might end up on a TikTok video for all I know.
Yeah.
I don't know that and a slow pitch jig. It's possible. I don't know. So, but anyway,
tell you, he goes 100 though. Whatever he's doing, like I think he was just down in Texas or
that's
somewhere
what I'm saying.
on the
He's
coast
everywhere
in the Gulf, or like at the Panhandle of Texas or
right?
somewhere, duck hunting, and it's like bringing back loads of ducks. And I'm like, man, he works at whatever he does.
He does, and he loves that girl of his.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every time he's always got her. He's always got her. It is his daughter, right? Yeah, I want to make sure because I get my kids mixed. I get my own kids mixed up, and he's like, but he's always got a child on the boat, fishing stuff like that, and they're young. Yep. So, nose hook a fluke, and twitch it weightless in the dock lights at night. Skip it under there and twitch it back out.
Yep.
Sounds good. If you hear banjo swim, Ron says absolutely. Listen, I'm in Marble Hill. There's banjos playing all around us, right?
Yeah.
Come on, Blake, right?
Yeah.
I love you, Blake. You just like, man, Blake cannot wait for this episode to be over. We have talked electric only fishing. Well, we got Saturday night open. What, are you going to be here Saturday night?
Damn, we're doing 3 shows a week now?
No. Thursday, Josh is going to be filming again out. So Thursday night's episode, which, guys, again, Thursday night's episode is moving again one more time to Saturday night.
We may be fishing Thursday night, menu.
Right. Okay.
Well, no, like in my boat is what I'm saying.
Okay, but it's fine. But
yeah, Saturday night.
What are you going to talk about, guys? I'll tell you what. We'll let you do this. You guys,
why don't we put a poll up on like Facebook
on what we want to talk about?
Yeah,
we can start it right now, guys. While we're finishing up this show, if you guys have anything you want us to actually talk about, this coming up Saturday night, I don't want to do a free for all. We need to chat about the Fishing for Warriors thing. If you still want to figure out some fundraising things for them, absolutely. They're coming on the following Thursday, which I think is I'm not going to pull my thing up. It won't be this week, but next Thursday, the Fishing for Warriors guys will be in. And hey, anybody is welcome to come Saturday night. Josh will be videoing Saturday night,
February the 11th.
The 11th.
That's
Thursday, February the 11th. The fish, and if I'm not mistaken, there's actually 3 guys that make up all of it. We were only going to have 2 on, but all 3 are going to come now because of the change in schedule like that. So we can talk about if you guys come up with a suggestion that you want Blake to talk. Maybe Jeremiah and Phil Hutchinson would make a good Saturday night thing if I can get them back on here. Watch them 2.
Yeah,
I don't know what all we talk about. We wouldn't get a word in, you and I, but it'd be all right. You'd be bored again. Big Colorado blade spinnerbait at Lanier at night.
That's summertime deal.
Yeah. I mean, is anybody throwing a spinnerbait right now in any shape, form, or fashion on Lanier?
Yeah, I mean that big.
Yeah. If you go find that dirty water right now, the big Colorado blade, you ain't gonna get many bites, but you do. It might be good.
What about you there?
Still kind of early for it.
Right now? No.
Still kind of early.
No, not at all.
No.
Okay. Well, what are you going to throw at Rocky in 2 weeks?
A rig.
No.
No.
That's what I threw all day. And you know what I said?
You're not big on the A rig though. You're not a fan of it.
No, I'm probably the worst fan.
Yeah. So, but you'll be throwing it.
Oh yeah.
Ask Chris. Ask Chris. The last time we went fishing, I had an A rig. What happened?
Oh yeah, you lost your rod. Your rig.
No, that wasn't the last time. This was just a couple of weeks ago.
So you got upset?
It blew up.
Yeah,
it blew up.
Was that you blew up or the reel blew up?
The reel.
Oh really? Is this the one that's in the bottom of the lake?
No.
Oh, that's a different one.
No.
Okay.
I don't know what I did.
I don't know either. But I mean, it just
backlash blew up or the reel actually?
Yeah, backlash.
A ledge hog for Rocky. You guys heard of that? That's from Joshua Little.
Yeah.
And I would think that ledge hog would work. Do you think that would work better on West Antioch than East?
That work.
It worked both, but do you think that the steeper bank walls over there on West would set up better for that bait?
I don't know. You got them on East and West.
Yeah,
you do, but you got the real prominent ones.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It depends. I'm talking about just you know the section I'm talking about.
Yeah, but the ledge hog is basically it's just a big blade bait. That's all it is.
Tell everybody what do you mean by a blade bait?
A blade bait is just the best way to describe it is a stamped out piece of metal with a tire weight on it.
Crank.
I mean, seriously, that's what the old ones look like. It looked like a tire weight on a stamped out piece of metal.
I got you.
With 2 treble hooks. It looks just like a lip.
Is it a vertical jig? That one that can vertical jig on that?
You can do both.
You can get some. It's got 3 different ties on it, and it's got like.
How about
Mickey makes one that's got 3 different.
Yeah, and you move the swivel around, and it'll do different shit.
Mike Howard, I would love to do a show dedicated to fly fishing.
I know anything about it.
I'm not. Anybody? Do you have any suggestions on a guest for that? Lipless crank. Hope someone is throwing one. That's good. How about a show about fly fishing just for bass?
What about the guys that you had up? Y'all did a video on them way back when y'all went up and filmed them fly
Daniel
fishing.
And them up there.
Yes.
Yeah. He was on Massingale. Daniel Massingale.
Yeah.
We might can see that. Fly fishing would be fun. It would be a good change, so we can do that.
Absolutely.
Do a tarpon trip for the Keys. Get Brian.
Well, we could do that. And guys, let's say so we'll try to set. I tell you what, I will try to set up a fly fishing episode for Saturday night. We'll try to do that. You gonna be able to make it through that?
I might fall asleep during that, but I'll be here.
You're a bass guy, and I know what you are.
Yeah.
But you know, there's a lot of guys.
It's interesting.
It is interesting.
It's all about learning something new.
You've actually got a
Philip could be. I'm sorry, no what?
You've actually got a lot of guys that fish. I know Blue Ridge.
Yes.
For bass with a fly rod.
With a fly rod.
Yeah.
Floating flies.
Well, no, it's not a floating fly. If you did,
no, they throw the streamers.
They throw the streamers. They strip it just like Henry Cowan does on Lanier for the stripers, but he gets some big old spots.
Yeah.
Philip, good. You want to be on 8:00 Saturday night, or we'll do 7:00 Saturday night since it's on Saturday. Robbie Woody, wintertime cranking.
We talked about that with Tim about 3 episodes ago.
Yeah, we've covered a little bit that, but we haven't done anything on fly fishing. So what if we do that Saturday night? We'll go fly fishing. We won't go fly fishing. We'll discuss it. So Philip, give me a yes or no. Mike Howard votes for you. I would fish Lanier right now with nothing but a blade bait in the ditches.
There you go.
And I think that blade bait, Blue Heron, the guy that does those chatter baits and all that for us.
Yeah.
We're getting some of his. He's making a blade bait, a couple of new ones they'll be in. But if Philip will come Saturday night, be up here about 7, we'll do a show on fly fishing, and you can go. Philip and you got to get your rod anyway, so you got to come up this way. So we'll do that. So anyway,
some really good smallmouth on streamers at Blue Ridge.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to there. So see that some people dropping some knowledge on the fly stuff. We might need to learn that later in the year. I think you should just do a topwater show. I will on one condition.
You know where a good topwater show would be for filming?
What?
Chattooga.
Well, we can do that, but we ain't throwing no whopper ploppers.
Or we're gonna go throw some bills and spooks. And
I'm just kidding around. We can do that. Okay, so hey, listen. One thing before we end.
Jeremiah.
What Jeremiah say? He probably knows what he's talking about
Jeremiah too.
Jeremiah, you're more than welcome to come up here Saturday night as well. You and if you and Philip want to come up, and we can talk about that.
That'd be awesome.
I think that would be a good show. So anyway, guys, you can keep the comments. Well, I said, dang, I'm supposed to guide a couple of YouTube shows for Trout Sense to do it. Okay, good. So that'll work. So Saturday night, 7:00 here on all our channels, we will do some fly fishing. And we can cover the trout. We can cover some different techniques for trout, for bass, for that.
Yeah.
So, we've been going about an hour and 50 minutes, and it's past Blake's bedtime. He's been up since 5. I know he's tired, and
that's my normal.
It's past. I know. The only night I stay up late is the nights we do this. The rest of the time I'm in bed.
5 o'clock.
Passed out on
I got up at 2 this morning.
I'm just trash. My wife, I just go. So
you want a cookie?
You want a cookie? Don't eat them cookies. The special cookies we got right here. So anyway. Real quick, guys, again, we're going to do you got anything that you want to add about the elites before we end this? Anything we might have missed? Either one of you?
No, we've covered about all of it.
Yeah, we didn't get much on the fishing, but on Rocky, but that's okay. Y'all didn't want to talk. We will go back and do a show a follow-up show on Rocky. I'm going to show y'all stuff that will cross over to bass fishing with conventional tackle as well, guys. Okay, so that's perfect. So good.
Awesome.
So that would be pretty interesting.
Man, I going back to the elites, I was very happy with how the first tournament turned out, and I'm looking forward to the rest of them.
It is.
It has been humbling. There's a lot that goes into it.
Man, we finished dead last. You're talking about humbling.
Yeah, but I mean, there's some hammers.
There's some hammers, and that's the good thing. And I don't mind getting whipped when I'm getting whipped by guys that are just, I know it, because I mean, Josh will tell you sometimes it's just the weigh-in part. It's exciting to see what people are going to bring to the scales. I mean, you never know who's going to show up with that one. It's just a mammoth, and you're just like, and it happens. Somebody's going to catch him. And I tell you what, it's going to be. I can't wait to see the weights at Rocky.
I can't either. I mean,
unless the weather really pulls a booger on us.
I mean, if we have some horrible weather,
it could, but it could set up for months.
I'd say you're going to see at least 2 or 3 huge bags.
And first glance at Rocky too, people, you think it's going to fish small, but it actually fishes really big. There's a lot of good areas on that.
Oh, lake. Absolutely.
Depending on where the bait is.
Yeah.
And it can be here one day, and last year, we were 200 yards from Tim, and the day before, the bait was loaded up in one area. The next day, it moved out to the area that Tim was fishing.
Right.
And he hammered them.
Yeah, and it can do that. And then, or like with EBO 2-day tournament, Randy sat out there on East Antioch in that one spot, that little thing, and won a 2-day tournament by himself, just right there. So, but then, okay, so guys, so anyway, as far as the elites go, I'll wrap it up by saying this. We will get the applications out. We thank all you guys that tuned in tonight, and gals. I've got to get better at that. You remember I told you I messed up the prayer for the elites too when I prayed that. And I said, "Hey, God, Lord bless the guys." And then I thought about Patricia, and I went, "Ugh," and I started stammering. I was like, I knew I messed. I went back and apologized. I said, "I'm so sorry. I just felt so bad."
You gonna start saying "a woman" too?
No, I'm gonna say "a woman." I'm gonna she kicked my butt, so I'm praying for that. So there's Taylor's on it. I did it. Taylor, tell you, I went back and told. I'm sorry, guys. I just felt like a big goon, so I've got to get better saying anglers. Lord bless the anglers.
There you go.
That way I cover everything. Or Lord bless the people that are about to beat me in this tournament.
Yeah.
So, folks, Lord bless the folks. Hey, listen, I do that. But anyway, guys, I appreciate every one of you. We'll get the applications out. We will do some follow-up stuff. Post on the Electric Elite. Go to the Electric Elite on Facebook and give it a follow there. And like I said, all information, updates, stuff like that will be posted there. I'm supposed to do all this social media stuff right now. That's the part that you're good at. Why don't you tell everybody where they can follow Fish North Georgia at?
Spotify, iTunes, follow, subscribe, share. It's growing.
It's growing there. If you want to get this.
Oh, do not drink Truly. They suck. Don't drink a damn Truly. They suck.
Blake's wisdom to end the show up. But guys, again, I want to thank the prez and the vice prez for coming down, spending some time with us. Aaron and Chris, we appreciate both of you guys, and we look forward to making this grow.
Yeah,
it is really a good thing we're doing.
Thank you for all.
Yeah, thank you.
I just talk.
You talk, and Josh with all the media, man.
It's going to get
the guys down. I mean, there's a lot of
there's a lot behind this.
And,
absolutely,
Charlie, and we got all the anglers to thank.
Yeah,
I mean it's
and I'm old, so the names are y'all gonna have to memorize all the names. I'm gonna call them folks.
Yeah.
Guys, gals, and folks. But anyway, guys, we're gonna end this episode. We appreciate you joining us tonight. We know that this was a little bit of a different episode, and that we were talking more of a trail. But we're gonna kick back up Saturday night, 7:00 right here on YouTube, Facebook, on the Fish North Georgia and the Fish North Georgia group page. We're gonna have Philip Hutchinson up here, and
Jeremiah.
If Jeremiah is welcome, did he say he was coming? I don't know if he said, but Jeremiah, it's open again. Hey, listen to guys, you and gals. Dang it, guys! On, I'm just gonna say guys and Patricia.
Just say
listen,
folks.
Y'all.
Listen, y'all.
You
all are always welcome when we're doing a show to come up here, hang out, talk, throw questions from back here just as easy. So Saturday, if you're not doing anything, just come on up here. I will co-sign with Justin. I'm not trout crazy, but I'd still love to stick a big brown. Hey, listen, come on in here if you want to, Jeremiah. The door is open for you. You know that. So if you want to. But Yints, all Yints guys, see, it's just habit. I say all Yints guys. All you folks, we thank you very much, but you're all welcome here. We will see you Saturday night. And again, just like Mario says with your outdoor adventures, stay blessed. That's a pretty good word. Just everybody stay blessed, be safe. It's going to be nasty weather for the next few days. Cold.
Yep.
Are we still going to get some snow this weekend?
No, I don't know.
No, it's gone.
I don't think so.
Well, crud. So anyway, but we appreciate you guys. Dadgummit, we appreciate you all for watching tonight, and we'll see you Saturday night.
Take it easy.
Thank you all.